where the wrestling truth resides.
Holy shit. Breaking news.
Yeah.
Breaking news. Look who decided to show up to fucking work.
Whoa, who the f*** is that guy?
Later.
What are you guys talking about?
Way too much wrestling on TV right now.
Who is this ugly fuck?
Samuel Matthews, almost a year,
Looks like a
finally
hobo.
decided that he, was
Samuel
good enough for the
Matthews,
podcast.
No, see what you don't realize is in my contract it states I can just come and go as I please, do what I want, show up when I want.
have to
Contract
come.
for the
Did
shit.
we sign contracts? Wait a minute.
I did.
Paid for this?
Shut the fuck up. They're not supposed to know this.
Big cat, I'll come to your
Where's
house
my-
again.
All right, that's it. This requires the new shit.
I'm signing my resignation. Hey, wait. You got a shot over there? Wait. Hold on.
Stop fiddling with your shit. Whoever's doing that.
My bad.
Welcome back.
God.
Holy shit.
I know, dude.
Almost a year.
It's nice to be back. It's nice to have a space again and everything to be able to navigate doing things like this.
You sound like you have a cold.
No. Right now, just the kids are, kids sleeping and all that. I don't want to be too loud. Me not be too loud. I know it's crazy.
Oh my god.
that's
Are we going
gross.
to get a
Oh, that's
Samuel
so gross.
Matthews hot take tonight?
Oh, the green apple ain't that good, buddy?
Oh, don't worry. We have something that we need to discuss.
There's Beavis for the
dying in the
This
background.
conversation, me and Andy are dying over two shots over here.
Oh, no. There is something
Oh, let
we
me go grab mine.
absolutely need to discuss.
Oh.
Looks like you have to wait.
So,
No, keep talking. We're dying.
no, I understand, but I'm being rudely interrupted by
This was lockdown, Andy.
this asshole.
Oh.
So, yeah, I'm back
We see
doing
that.
the podcast.
Yeah, we see that.
So, you thought you were going to get rid of me. It's been a year, roughly. I've been here and there.
I've been gone for as long as I've been on the pod.
Yeah, you thought there was could be correlation.
I've moved. Oh
Ooh.
god, we're just.
Ooh, yeah, what's that? Tequila. Oh god.
Sam
Oh god.
Matthews, where's your shots? We're all out here bringing the fucking shots out. That
He's fixing the glass. I guarantee the glass is gonna boost in it. I guarantee you that shit.
Big, you just take out every fucking
So
shot that was in
Samuel
the fridge.
Matthews, I do have to ask. Alan Prophet's trying to steal your shit.
Mm.
No, he's not. Completely different.
Cult leader is completely different. Cult leader?
No, what he's doing is completely different than what I'm doing.
Big cat.
I can explain it to you if you would like.
I ain't got the time.
No, it's super simple.
All right.
It's super simple.
You're
You
living
see,
Better fuck
you see, Prophet believes that he's the way to salvation, right? So there's kind of a religion, he's the savior, the whole 9 yards. Now with me, I'm just the creator. And what that means and what the pathway is here for is it's for people to, how do I put this? Chase what they really want. Maybe their deepest, darkest fantasies. Their deepest, darkest desires. All I'm saying, shut up. Don't talk. Don't talk over me.
You've been gone for a year, so people probably don't know this, that you decided way back when you walked out on our match,
I played Far Cry 5.
you decided that you wanted to start your own cult and bring in these wrestlers like Lee Miller.
It's not a cult.
It
It's not a... What?
looks like a cult, sounds like a cult. It's a cult.
What? No. What I do is I help people become who they really want to be. I help them chase what they really want, maybe that they're a little too afraid to actually chase.
You already lost me.
I'm just saying. Yeah, well, you know, JP, you have the attention span of a guppy. So,
Puppies are cute.
So,
buddy, you look, I'm going to get yelled at. You look like a man child. Somehow you look 70 and you look 4 at the same time. And I'm still trying to figure out how that's possible.
him or me? Because I was about to actually give you like some extra credit here about 4 seconds ago.
No. JP. JP looks like he is a man baby.
And you just look at a man and still an old man. So.
All right, we're not doing this on the podcast tonight.
Okay.
For fuck's sake.
I'm actually gonna. This hurts me to say. I'm gonna give Sammy Matthews some credit because he went guppy, not goldfish. Goldfish actually have a good memory.
Oh,
believe it or not.
I did not hear
Guppies. So,
How do you feel that Drake Lovecraft and Lee Miller could win a tag title, but you couldn't?
Under my tutelage?
You weren't even there.
Right, but they took what I gave them. Look, all I'm saying is, did either of you two, Big Cat or Dylan Nix, win tag gold with Lovecraft? But Lovecraft wins gold with me, so therefore, all I'm saying, hold on.
I wasn't part of the tag.
Hold on. I'm going to even go a step further
T-Wolves won tag
and say, name a more successful year in the state of Maine for a tag team or a group than the Pathway.
I mean, technically, the Wild. We were doing pretty good for
a throwback to like 10 years ago, but I mean,
did y'all win six tag titles in a year?
If I didn't step away, we probably would have.
I'm just saying
for 4 months. So, and then look at this guy. This guy on the right here went and did his own thing and won how many titles? Left, whatever. You're my right.
I'm just saying. You guys can hate as much as you want of what the Pathway brings and what Samuel Matthews brings, but
we defend this thing.
You can't deny that the success is there. The statistics are there.
I'm not drunk enough.
How many of those titles have you won clean?
I'm getting there, but I'm not drunk.
Listen, we could win them clean. Like I said, at Crown of Maine, and I made very clear.
Crown of Maine, you had a grandmother try to.
Hold on. Listen, yes, and I addressed that. Did I not?
Please, ma'am, let go, ma'am.
Sorry, just to break complete break
Did I listen? Did I not address that though? Did I not address that when I spoke at last time at Crown of Maine? I believe it was Shocktober.
Oh, you mean where I won the Mercer County Championship?
Congratulations.
So,
which
is not in the car, I think.
You and your you show everything else, but leave the fucking your championships in the car.
Hold on.
I had a show Thursday with it.
Hold on.
Savage, I will his ass.
Hold on. I'm not finished yet. But I made it clear that we don't need to cheat. We just like doing it. Like, we just enjoy it. So anyway.
I forgot the presence of Samuel Matthews on this podcast.
You forgot, huh? Yeah.
It's been so long. I'm like, oh yeah,
listen,
he's never around.
The piece is nice while it lasted.
When I come on, viewership goes up.
Conversation until you broke that.
I'm looking at your account right now. I don't think so, bro.
It's because nobody knew I was coming. So, all right. Listen, I know you.
What?
I know our handshake.
Podcast, sir. Podcast.
All right, so
take that thing off there, JP.
Are we
off.
Here, let me bump you up. You're quiet. Keep
Are
going.
we going to
It's
discuss
shitty
the
connection.
topic that I would like to discuss?
Which is
Well,
what?
we just talked about the IWX 1000 that none of us are on, by the
Yeah,
way.
we were gonna get into John Cena winning the title, but now we can't see Samuel Matthews.
He's blurred the fuck out.
Hold on, I got that one. Give me a sec.
Can't
Get an
see
older
me,
version
dog.
of it.
Yeah, we can see
No,
you.
don't bother because I have to go get another one if you do
You
this.
blended into the background for a second.
Oh, I
Okay.
believe
There you go.
I thought you were grabbing
Yeah.
something else.
All
I know,
right.
I know it's the wrong version, but this is
hey,
the nice
you.
The
version.
only title belt I still have is current. I have a WCW tag team title belt, but it's in a storage bin in my shed.
Well,
So
I can just keep reaching over and grabbing them. Go ahead.
let's focus.
Sorry, hold on.
Full focus right now at this point.
you met us?
You
No,
joined us too late. We're off the rails.
No, because I have a very serious topic that I want to discuss because I want to hit my spot. Okay, so if somebody can cue that up.
Hold on. Zuli, do the thing.
Oh
Cat,
fuck, that's me.
Zuli, do
Oh,
the thing.
no, that's
I'm
supposed to
talking
be.
to my wife.
Zuli, do the thing.
She just got home. I'm talking to my wife.
You got
Your wife.
there.
All right.
Heard that in forever.
So today, I want to bring up. We're going to take a little different approach with Samuel Matthews' hot take going forward. I am going to be bringing controversial topics and little bit of different kinds of discussions that I want everybody's input on.
JP, wake the fuck up.
No, it's okay. He wants to be mean. He wants to be disrespectful. I'm going to beat his ass December 6th. So,
I forgot about that.
yeah. Anyway,
Because
so anyway, I want to talk about the topic of losing and protecting your character and protecting your whole shenanigans. So my first question is, do wins and losses matter?
So I'm going to be 100% honest with this.
Yes and no.
And as someone who took a lot of L's in their first 2 years of their career, I don't believe wins and losses. We all know what the sport is. So no, the wins and losses don't matter. The storyline does. Like if we can, you can look at Zack Ryder's partner, Brian Myers. He lost 2 years straight, but that was the build up to them winning the titles of WrestleMania, which is cool.
Right.
So they can matter, but at the same point, I don't think they do matter.
Okay, let me ask you this, because it seems like everybody agrees that they don't matter. I'm going to follow up with the question of, when do they matter?
I think they matter when you are on a honestly to build up to something. If you're building up to, like, say you're the champion, keeping the belt, maybe losing. Fuck, I'm gonna use myself. I apologize, but it makes sense. So when I was on the streak with the Maine State Championship, I kept winning. When Joey beat me, it meant something. Like, oh shit, he dropped the belt.
Until he decided.
No, stop. We're not going that far into it.
So,
But Joey,
but the win itself
Meant something at that
doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
Think about that.
Do my wins my wins matter?
Nope. I'm not talking. You remove storyline,
Okay.
because the only time a win can actually mean something is if it's in a storyline. If it's built, if there's a payoff necessarily to it. JP, you had something you want to say?
I hate to say this just for this moment of instance, but there's one way I could agree with this with multiple reasons. I have had matches where I have lost that have looked better than me winning in certain scenarios. For example, I will take the most recent events that have occurred in my career. Me and Johnny Pierce tag teamed at MEW against Stormy Savage, and it was supposed to be Donkey Boy Bandit.
That just hit YouTube, by the way.
May or may not have put a hurting on Donkey Boy. May or may not have hurt him to the point that we made it a handicap match. But within all of that happening, from the beginning of the show happening and having Donkey Boy get injured, to it being a handicap match, Stormy Savage still prevailed at the end of the night when all of the odds were beat against him completely, and he had a much better reaction than I know we would have gotten if we would have won. Little pull behind the curtain.
Okay, so we pull that back behind the. So we pull that back behind the curtain, but again, it's all dependent on storyline, right? So, like, storyline wise, it made sense for Storm and Donkey to go over in that match, right? But would it have been wrong if you guys went over?
I don't know if it would have been wrong. I think from a simple-minded standpoint, it would have been like, oh, they won because they had the numbers. That would have been the only reason why we would have won. I couldn't think of a more promising or a more convincing way of why we would have won that wouldn't have involved us being outnumbering Stormy Savage. Whether it had been skill, whether it had been cunning, tactics.
Well, it was sort of thing. You were a actual tag team, and he was tagging with some rando guy. So I think you should have won.
I mean,
technically, Stormy and Donkey are an actual tag team.
Okay, so
Donkey wasn't there. Somebody else.
So let me stop this real quick because I want to point something out here. So the storyline that ended up happening was that Storm ended up overcoming the odds against JP and Johnny Pierce, and Donkey ended up getting his comeuppance a little bit
with a fucking chair
at the end, right? Right? So universally, can we say that was the right choice?
Sure.
Because it's my experience, yes, I would.
Okay, I'm gonna take.
It wasn't the right choice.
One more small example.
Hold on, I want to use your example that you currently have.
Okay.
So I want to go and I want to spin this and tell me if this also couldn't be a correct story. JP and Johnny Pierce take out Donkey Boy Bandit like they did.
Forever.
And then you go against Storm and you absolutely obliterate him and just underhanded tactics. You're grabbing his eyes. You're just cheating to cheat, and you absolutely put a beating on him. You now have a new established vicious heel tag team in the tag team division. You have two guys who are now established as being extra vicious. They just took out one tag team member, and then they just decided this guy thought he was going to be Superman and just got steamrolled. So now you have a whole new tag team in the tag team division who needs to be feared because they just took out well-known Donkey Boy and Storm who have a history here in MEW. What about that story? Which one's right? Which one's wrong?
I mean, I guess it just all depends on the fans' perspective at that point.
Yeah.
So therefore,
there has to be fans in the crowd to be able to.
So therefore, we come. So therefore, we come to the idea
Hope he's not
that
on this podcast because somebody didn't lost their book in.
we come to the idea that
Okay.
the idea, in my opinion, the idea of someone deserving something in wrestling, whether they should win, lose, the booking decision, the whole 9 yards, who should be booked, it's all subjective. It's all up to the person who's in charge. So that's just something to think about, because we say we don't get fired up about wins and losses, but tell me one person who doesn't get a little charged up about, if they find out they're losing to someone.
Can I tag on that one?
Sure.
So that is something. Yes, you are not. By the way, I'm going to look in weird spots. My camera's in a weird spot tonight. That is something I actually have to agree with, because we do get sometimes fired up about, like, you go to a show and it's like, oh, you're losing to this guy. Why? Well, because I booked it. Why? Because, like, sometimes, like, we look at our, like, we think we know our spots, and, like, some of us do, some of us don't, and sometimes our spots are different from company to company. That happens, right? But every now and then you literally will ask why I'm doing this, because, and here's the thing, I've said it multiple times. I want to show up and do my job and and have the best match I can. I don't care if I win or lose, generally. But sometimes I just want a quick explanation, especially if it doesn't make a, like, say the month before I was there and I was like, I was super over and I won, blah, blah, blah. I don't mind if I lose next month, but it's like, sometimes you just want, like, a little bit of clarification.
But
Did that make sense to everyone? I hope.
no, it makes sense, but sometimes that clarification is just because they need somebody to lose.
Oh, which is fine. Yeah. It's like, okay, Sam, I'll take this spot. Like, we were gonna work at Skips a couple months ago, right? And say Larry came up to us and Larry's like, all right, Dylan, I need you to lose to Sam. I'm like, I'd be like, all right, cool, whatever. I generally don't care, but sometimes it's like, you've lost to this guy 6 times in a row, maybe give him a win type thing? I don't know.
So I think no, I get what you're saying, but I think sometimes we try to make more out of things than it really needs to be. So, for instance, sometimes we need to remember that a show is just a one-off show.
Yeah.
It's not anything storyline based, and it doesn't mean that the company doesn't have storylines in other places, maybe, but in that particular place, and you find this with, like, charity shows and fair shows, like, there's not necessarily a story. It's a one-off show, so it doesn't make a difference if you can lose 85 times because you're going to lose 85 times in front of a different audience.
Actually, a great example of that was this Thursday. We worked at Danny's Horizons. I took on Stormy Savage, and Storm's normally a good guy, and he was not the good guy this time. And we just had a fun, stupid match. So, and that's nice because he just took a shot at Gorilla. But yeah, no, but like literally, it's like I get that because especially like say fair shows. We're gonna go fair shows. I've literally worked a fair show where I've worked 2 shows in the same day, lost the first one, but won the second one. So,
I mean, all I'm saying is, I think the wrestling business improves. There was a tweet by Bear Bronson. Can somebody pull that up real quick?
End of the show, Bear Bronson.
While we pull that up, Big Cat, while you pull that up, another, I want to get out of the way as far as your perspective of is winning or losing important.
Yeah.
A throwback to.
Hold on real quick. I gotta laugh. I went to look up Bear Bronson. I was like, wait, I have Joe as a friend on Facebook. It's Joe.
So So I can read it. It's fine. I have it right here.
I gotta find it. So, go ahead.
He's
So it read, well, this was, I believe, in response to the Nix and Newell stuff that's been going. Oh, I'm fading out again. Just bear with me; it'll come back. Nix and Newell stuff going on.
What's that? What's going on with the
Phoenix or
no Nix and Newell?
oh, Nix and Newell. Okay, I got you.
The fact that they her and her tag team partner walked out of their match.
So, okay. Can I go? I'm gonna add a quick point on top of that. I get where they come from. I get where they came from, because they walked up and they're like, "Look, we don't care that." And this is what I've heard. You just own that, right? They're like, "Look, we don't care. We're jobbing. We really don't." They wanted to win, of course. We all, especially on national TV, we all want to win. They were pissed off. They were losing in 3 minutes, which I mean, I get it because I'd have been pissed about that too.
Oh God.
Okay.
Okay. Typing. Oh God.
Why am I waiting for like a chat to pop up now? Like Nick, shut the fuck up.
No. This is perfect because this goes into the tweet or what he posted. While I've recently discussed being unhappy with character/gimmick related stuff, fact is, losing matches is what kept me a paying job for 4+ years.
It's true.
Even my 2 best matches of 2025, I lost. The effort you put into your performance, bell to bell, regardless of the outcome, is greater than anything.
Was one of those matches he lost to Danny DeMonto? I'm curious.
No, I think the one was probably Matt Tremont, their death match.
Yeah.
Yeah. It may not have been a tweet. It's just something that I saw that he had posted. Anyway, this then leads me to really say, also, Nix and Newell, before appearing on AEW, was bitching and moaning online that she hadn't been receiving any bookings. And she didn't understand why. Then she gets the AEW stuff and then walks out of it. So my question then is, if you can't get yourself over in 3 minutes,
well,
right?
If it's a jobbing, you're not going to be getting yourself over at all in 3 minutes. Because the job or what, maybe you have a spot and the rest offense goes to them.
Against an already strongly established tag team in TJ.
Yeah.
You didn't even... Who's Nix and Newell, Big Cat?
Let's take Tegan Knox.
No, I didn't ask you.
Oh, sorry.
No.
So
So this is the point. Is some people call it the WWE brain rot, where because they were in the WWE, they feel like they should get more money, so when they get out, they go and put their rates way too high. And then they don't get booked because they overguess their star power. I don't know if this is the case, but the point I'm making is if you go online and publicly complain that you aren't getting bookings and then you walk out of a booking, what does that show other bookers?
don't book them. Yeah.
That's not what the point you were getting. Like, how do you get yourself over in 3 minutes? The reality is you don't if you're jobbing.
You do. You can absolutely do.
Jobbing. No, you're not. Not if you're jobbing. The point as a jobber is to get the other person over, not you. You getting the other person.
It wasn't even a job. They had 3 minutes.
But I'm saying they said it was jobbing out to them. You just said that they were jobbing out.
I didn't say they were jobbing out.
You just did. You said that they said.
No,
that
I technically said they're jobbing out.
okay, you said okay. Somebody said it.
Every time Samuel
But-
Matthews types into his computer, I feel like I'm listening to the intro to Matt Hardy's version 1 fucking entrance.
If they weren't jobbing out,
So all I can think is Mike Wazowski.
then yes,
I'm
you can
watching
still
you.
you can still get yourself over. You can still not getting over, but you can still do it as a good performance of here and there, whatever. So, but walking out of any promotion, even if you're formerly from the WWE, whatever, I think it's just in bad taste. Unless you are doing if you're a big top. But then again, that goes to your point of people having the WWE rot. But I'm saying my problem is if you're on the indies, this is why I didn't like the dark matches televised for AEW, even though it was awesome. You have Channing Thomas, BRG, and I can't remember who else was it. It might have been Love Doug that did a dark match against
4 minutes and lost to Matt Hardy, and all they came out and went because Brett told me the story. Brett was like, they walked out a minute before the match and went, okay, so you guys had 15, we're cutting you down to 6, and Matt's going over. So Brett was like, well, we just let Matt Hardy get his shit in.
Right, and that's the thing. It's like these are the top guys on the industry in Maine right now, including Channing Thomas, BRG. They were doing a big fucking thing for Limitless at that time, and they were basically jobbed out.
Yeah, they were. That's when they were prestigious, right?
Yeah.
Right. But let me ask you this, because then this also translates to something else. The casual fan isn't going to necessarily understand. They're looking so
AEW though.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because these guys, right at that point in time, they were big in New England. Brett hadn't gone to MLW yet.
No, not that point. No.
Channing Thomas hadn't necessarily gone into Dreamwave and done all the stuff that he had at that point.
That point, no.
Okay, so these guys are brought in and they understand their role, that they're brought in to put over somebody else. That is a different situation entirely. That's not jobbing. Everybody throws the word jobbing around a lot. Oh, if I lost, I job. If I no, but what
they didn't get any offense in. That's what I consider jobbing. If you were going out there and the person that you're standing across from you is doing everything, and you do literally no offense, you are jobbing to them.
So the term jobber comes from the idea that losing is their job. So the only thing that they do, and the term jobber came from, is the idea that all they do is lose. That term gets thrown around so aggressively.
I see it more as your job is to get the other person over. You're jobbing to the other person to make them look good. That's the way I see it.
No, that's doing the job for somebody, but that's not jobbing.
JP's being quiet over here. Do you have any 2 cents
reading
worth?
fucking active fucking tweets right now that are just all over the place. I apologize. They're just a bunch of shit on.
All I'm saying is people care way more about wins and losses than they want to admit. People get way more butthurt about things that really don't matter.
To go back to that, from my perspective, we'll take a little time lapse back to 2022. I was in this whole fucking deathmatch realm of doing shit, doing a bunch of fucking hardcore shit, and did a lot of fucked up shit. I basically got to a point where I said, fuck it, I don't give a fuck what I do. I just want to have fucking fun, do whatever the fuck it is with people that I never imagined that I'd fucking do it with. So here we are, 2022. I started this summer, or it started as a summer of violence sort of thing, and it ended up spanning up until the end of the year. And basically, it was just an entire rest of the year of different scenarios of ultraviolence. So, like, I had the opportunity to share the ring with guys like Slade, guys like Bam Sullivan, guys like Akira. And over those times, I lost all of those matches. I took the pin in all of those matches that I wanted to do. That it's something that I love to do. The match type that I favorited. I had control of all of those matches happening, and I still lost. But the reason behind those matches was so that in the end game, my goal was to face one of the most decorated deathmatch wrestlers in the U.S., Matt Tremont. That didn't end up happening. So because that didn't end up happening, the end result of the storyline that involved a very conniving, evil fucking person, one in Mr. Scotty Cerriti, he
Was that the one with the screwdriver?
He was the one.
Spot?
He managed all of the people that I had taken on and had lost to. And eventually he was going to give me what I wanted because he felt bad for how many times I had lost to all of these people. And then when that time came to be, shit had happened. So he had to scramble and come up with a last minute opponent. And it ended up being somebody that I knew very well. And in the end game, after all of the shit that I'd gone through for the entirety of almost 6 months, I ended up prevailing at the very end. And did I think that that win was worth it? No. I didn't think that. I think all of my losses meant more to me than that one win did. Because in the event of that one win happening, I still got to go on and perform at the company in which Matt Tremont ran at H2O. I went down to Jersey and got to show off all the crazy shit that I did with people, with a guy that he had trained, and I had gotten to perform in the match that I had specialized in, and I fucking jobbed to that fucking day. Not jobbed, but like I took the pinfall that match.
But here's the thing, though. There's the difference, though, with that, though. You were happy to be there.
I was happy, regardless of my win.
In your professional, in your professional that. I understand the WWE spot where they would come in and they expect this, but however, you would it comes more of a where are you on WWE? Are you a Killer Cross level? Are you a Randy Orton level? Or are you fucking Damian Sandow level?
Right. But the idea behind the WWE brain rot is the idea that they don't realize
I'm awake.
that what they should be worth.
Right. And I think you also saw that with Mercedes Monet in the beginning, where she was doing indie scenes where she was charging $300 a photo, which was fucking ridiculous.
So JP, I'm gonna pick on you a little bit here because I know it's getting late, and
we still have over half a show to do.
Listen, I'm being eyeballed right now.
Yeah, there's not going to be a half a show, buddy.
My girlfriend's down on the couch.
This is a spot.
So,
we still haven't covered the main points of the show.
You know what? We'll just stop there. We're going too long. Let's do the other pieces real quick.
Just finish your point, and then we'll go to the other. We'll go do.
No, my only point was going to be that is. Does that change if you don't handpick the opponents? And it's just random deathmatch wrestler B.
No.
Are we only okay with losing if depending on who it is. Just something to think about.
No, with the JP scenario, I think he was just happy to be there. I don't think if he won or lost, it wouldn't matter who he was facing.
Spot, not just because of shit falling through and not working out in my favor, but the fact that the entire 6 months prior to that happening, I worked guys that were from that promotion, and they went back and they were like, "Hey, this dude may have lost, but he fucking put it all out there." Like the shit they went through was wild with them.
I saw muted. Okay, no. You're talking about the whole vacation land run? We worked all the hardcore guys for a while.
So I worked Slade fucking ass into oblivion. Bam Sullivan was the next one. I on a shopping cart, and then Kira killed me.
So what I'm saying, though, is you're talking about how you didn't mind losing in this situation. But what I'm saying is, would you have felt the same way about that entire run if it was if it wasn't against Slade and so on and so forth, all these big deathmatch wrestlers, if it was against random deathmatch wrestler 4?
If you lost against Big Cat.
If you lost against MBK.
Or no. It doesn't have to be anybody specific. It's just somebody that isn't, that we may not like.
If it made sense to the reason why I was losing, then yes, absolutely.
So again, we go back to storyline.
But I think everything revolves around storyline. You have to tell a story to get engaged. You can't just have a rando match.
So you can't do one-off shows?
I mean, you can do one-off shows, but again, it doesn't really matter who wins and loses. We're more talking about a storyline of this is completing on. If JP did a one match, or we all did a show and it was just one show, whatever, I think we would all just walk in and be like, "Who are wrestling? Who's winning, losing? Oh, okay." And just continue.
Okay. So what I'm saying, and we're gonna come round circle. Okay, we're gonna come all the way back around to one of my original points. Is you can spin. It's all subjective, because you can run that same story that JP just had, talking about losing to everybody, where he's beating everybody until the last guy, and the last guy is the big old savior for beating JP. Neither story is wrong. Neither story is right. It's all subjective to the person. One person might love that one story. Somebody else might hate it and prefer the other one. So what I'm saying is, and when we really get down to it, is it's all subjective on how we want to spin it.
I think
it doesn't
more of how professional you are. If
is it?
I mean, if you're a professional and that's what the person wants, and then you like, this is fucking stupid, but okay, let's do it.
So, but isn't it our jobs, because we're hired, we're subcontractors, so we're hired, these are our job sites, we do what our bosses want us to do.
Right.
And if we don't, then we don't
work.
Don't get hired. Yeah. All right, let's finish the rest of the show in 2 minutes.
That's not happening. So you can jump off whenever you need to there, buddy.
2 minutes. Motherfucker, we still have botches to watch.
We have no botches tonight.
What the fuck? I'm done. Bye. I'm out.
Yeah, I got.
We're not even going to get to botches. We still got 2 more fucking things to talk about.
All right, let's do the thing.
It's going to be midnight by the time we get to botches. That's not
no. I can't be this loud. Oh, no.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So it's not happening tonight. It's already almost 11 o'clock. We got to blow through this. Who's fucking with fuck?
Botches. All in favor for botches.
Just go to botches and then.
Botches. I don't have any.
You fucking
I just said that.
You're a terrible.
Dude, I have to go through hours of fucking footage to find something new for botches, which is why it takes forever.
All I hear is
botches I found.
You know what? No, hold on. We need to stop. Okay? I just want you to know, Big Cat, how absolutely disappointed I am in you.
I don't give a fuck what you fucking think.
No, I want you to listen. It's time you hear this. Okay? You have one responsibility, and that's to bring joy to our lives and our podcasters' lives, and our viewers' lives.
Well,
And no, stop. No, you listen,
I'm
sir.
the owner of the
You-
show. You
Sir-
quiet down. You gotta wake people up.
Sir, I need you to listen, okay?
I don't have anything to hide behind.
We
Jericho
absolutely,
was on this podcast. He was on-
absolutely require botches, and you have an entire week to do botches and find botches, and you didn't. You didn't just let me down. You let JP down. You let Dylan Nix down. You know what?
Okay, so talking Jericho.
He's still talking.
He doesn't realize he's not on right now.
Oh man.
No, talking Jericho. He was on his podcast. He was on
Sorry.
No, and I did know that I wasn't on the pod, okay? And I was still making my point, okay? You let everybody down, okay? You let everybody down. And the disrespect to put me in the waiting room? Sir, I don't know, girl. I don't know. I don't know.
We'll get to it. We'll pull on trusty BWJ, whatever. The
All
fuck
right.
it's called.
Oh,
Anyway,
something.
get into this.
Moving on.